Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. Now, 15 days remains of the transfer window. Now, whilst not much money has been spent yet, the rumour mill is on overdrive. Which transfers will go ahead and which are all just talk? Well, sports writer and betting pundit Lee Phelps joins us now to fill us in. Now, Lee, today we're going to break down your top 3 transfer choices as per your article on sportsbookreview.com. The link can be found in the description box below this video. And now you start with a team who's been struggling this season. They ended in 2nd place last year, and they're currently sat in 8th. One of Brendan Rodgers' problems is his striker crisis. Can you expand on this for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously everyone knows that Luis Suarez left, and they just haven't been able to cope without him. Haven't been able to get anywhere near the goal. In fact, I say not get anywhere near the goals. I mean, Balotelli, Lambert, and Borini have scored 1 goal. One goal in the Premier League between them. Unbelievable. Daniel Sturridge only played 3 games, of course, because of injury, so I'm sure he would have scored more, but until he comes back and he keeps having setbacks and his injury might not play this season, we don't know. He's come back from America, back to Liverpool, so we'll see when he gets back into full fitness, but they need a striker. And they tried Balotelli, didn't work. The one who's been strongly linked to them is Lavezzi from PSG. Now, a few years ago, he was kind of everyone's favourite striker, it seemed, and he's really gone off the radar since then. Didn't think much to him for Argentina in the World Cup either. But there are strong rumours linking him there. We're told that PSG are happy to get rid of him because they're looking at other strikers. They've got loads, of course. I mean, you know, there's Cavani there as well, who's been linked to Liverpool. But 11-4 for Lavezzi to be at Anfield at the end of the January transfer window. That looks. They need a striker. You know, it's not. They can't not have a striker for the rest of the season, and the 3 they've got aren't doing any good for them. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm not sure it's the greatest signing in the world. When I looked at his stats, I was very surprised to see that he's never hit double figures in a league season for anyone in his career. So I was amazed at. I mean, you know, he gets 9. He's almost like a support striker, which isn't what they need. But you know, maybe having him with if Sturridge comes back to fitness, or him with Borini, or him with Balotelli might just spark the other one into scoring goals. But yeah, 11-4. That looks decent. Just under 3-1. Yeah. To join Liverpool at Anfield. Looks all right.
Yeah, and the decimal odds there, that's 3.7. Now, another team who certainly struggled at the beginning of the season was Manchester United. In the summer transfer window, Manchester United spent the most, totalling £153.1 million. Who do they have, or do they have anybody? Who do they have in their sights now, and which one's worth the bet?
Yeah, a few, I think. Kevin Strootman is one player that they've been looking at a long time, of course, and the manager knows him very, very well from his international career. Mats Hummels is another interesting one. He's been very critical of his Borussia Dortmund teammates over the first half of the season. We've talked about their season. It's been catastrophic in terms of the Bundesliga. Not so bad in the Champions League, though. They play Juve next, of course, in the knockout phase. There are a lot of rumours linking him, and the price has been getting shorter and shorter. You know, 3-1 Mats Hummels, the German defender, to join Manchester United. They're desperate for defenders at Old Trafford. But some of the comments he's talked about recently, if you look at the article on Sportsbook Review, you'll see some of the quotes from him where he's saying he's a loyal player, and he played for 2 clubs. He does say that he will make his mind up eventually whether to leave or not, but I don't see him leaving in the January transfer window. I think you're looking at 4-1 on for him to stay at Dortmund, and I think if that's your kind of price, then that's buying money. I don't see him leaving in this window. They're obviously still in the Champions League. Why would you sell one of your key defenders in the January transfer window when you would believe that you're going to get to the semi-finals if you're Borussia Dortmund? You might even believe that you're going to win the whole competition if you're in it. So I don't see that one happening. I think that's more of a negative. That, you know, I wouldn't be tempted into backing that if you see stories in the press. I think he'll stay at Dortmund until the summer. Then he'll move.
All right. Now, finally, we can't end without talking about one of the world's most sought-after stars right now, and that's Paul Pogba, and that he may leave Juventus. Will he? Yeah. And if so, which team is he rumoured to join?
I think he will. I mean, again, Juventus are in the Champions League. Why would they sell such a big player for them as they're about to embark on the knockout stages? The reason they might is because his agent, Mino Raiola, has said that we're happy at Juve, which is fine. They've just signed a new contract as well. But he said, whether it's this season or next, when the right moment comes to leave, we'll take it. I mean, you know, the sort of clubs who can sign Paul Pogba are Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, PSG, Real Madrid, you know, the big money clubs. They need a lot of money. You know, there's a rumour that a £77 million bid has been tabled by Manchester United. That would spark a bidding war, I think. He was at Manchester United before, remember? Sir Alex Ferguson released him. Pretty much said to him, we love you here, but you need to go away and you'll develop into a fantastic player. I don't know why. Maybe he was homesick. Maybe, you know, maybe he just didn't enjoy being in England. I mean, he says now that he loved his time at Man United, but for whatever reason they let him go, and now this current manager of Manchester United wants him back. The way they're talking, you know, I think Man United would go for him. I think that would be like a linchpin of their team, and I think because he's been there before, he would feel more comfortable going back there. Now, there are lots of prices about him joining clubs in this window. I don't think that will happen. I think Juve will wait, and I think they know that they'll still get the same price in the summer. So I think Manchester United are 10 to 1, you know, 11.0 to have him at Old Trafford at the end of January. But they're only 8 to 1 for them to be the next club that he goes to, whenever it happens. So I think that 9.0 for Paul Pogba to be a Manchester United player next after Juve is a nice price. I think they'll move heaven and earth to try and get him at Old Trafford.
Okay, wonderful. You can find more information and get the odds there on Lee's article posted on sportsbookraeview.com. You can find the link in the description below this video. Lee Phelps, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.